The international break is done. Premier League football returns. Arsenal, 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 Arsenal. And we'll be facing off against big Ange again as he has joined Nottingham Forest as their new manager. I'm your host, Dini. Welcome back to RAsenal TV. Let's start this video right here now. Yes, people, then welcome back to RAsenal TV. I hope you are all blessed and well. This is our international roundup show as the Premier League is returning this Saturday and we'll be taking on Nottingham Forest. But before we get into all of that, make sure you subscribe if you are new here, smash a like on the video and leave your comments in the comment section down below. People, the international break is over and the Premier League is returning. And you know what? Some of our stars did star on international duty and we're going to get into that right now. The first person I want to talk about is, you might think it's Mikel Merino. You might think it's Noni Madueke as he scored his first goal for England yesterday in the demolition game of Serbia. But I actually want to talk about Gabriel Martinelli because there's been a lot of talk around Gabriel Martinelli over the international break. That one clip where he literally cuts inside, takes on his man and gets a shot on goal. It literally sent the Arsenal socials into like almost a frenzy because that is something that we haven't seen him do on an Arsenal, in an Arsenal kit for the longest time on the left-hand side. He did it for Brazil. And the question is, why have we not seen this guy do that in an Arsenal shirt for so long? Because we saw it against Liverpool when we're on the break. And I think Madueke is on the right, Gyökeres is there, I think Marino's pushing as well, and Martinelli's pushing. It's like a 3 against 4 or a 4 on 4, and Martinelli goes straight instead of like either cutting inside and taking a shot like he did in his international game. Instead of doing that, he waits, and then he brings it back, and then the whole move starts again. That type of attacking prowess that has been lost from Martinelli. The question is, can we get that out of him now? Is it because Mikel Arteta says, you know what, Martinelli, I need you to defend 24/7, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Just because you need a man to defend and his defensive output is brilliant, you need to add that attacking output as well, Mikel Arteta. This will also tie into the fact that I put in the my Premier League prediction for the season yesterday in yesterday's video. If you want to know my Premier League prediction, go to yesterday's video and have a watch in that because it makes sense as to why I made that prediction as to where we'll finish in the league. But unlock Martinelli and we can have some joy on that left-hand side. We really, really can. Someone else we need to find a way to unlock or to get into the game somehow is Mikel Merino. The man bagged a hat-trick against Turkey. Oh my Lord. Before I even get to that, to my brother Turkish, I'm sorry, fam. Man saw the stream. Man saw you on the stream. Man saw Zakai on the stream. You didn't even finish the stream. I genuinely feel sorry for you because if that was Jamaica, I probably would have done the same thing, brethren. And the fact that it was Mikel Merino that scored a hat-trick against your team, it's fire. But anyway, no, the fact that Mikel Merino scored a hat-trick in general is good. Is good either way for Arsenal. And the question is, how do we unlock that side to Mikel Merino? Because when he comes into the games at Arsenal, when he comes into midfield, he is just not as effective. To be fair, he has scored a couple of goals from midfield when he's playing the midfield for Arsenal. The midfield game, when he played the midfield against Liverpool at the Emirates early in November last year, I want to say, was it November, December, one of those games? He scored a couple of goals from midfield, and obviously when he went up front, we saw how well he can finish. And all of those finishes, I mean, 2 of the finishes were very good. One shot was pretty much right-footed straight at the keeper, and then obviously the goal where he scores it from about 30 plus yards out or so. Brilliant goal. But the question is, how do we get that attacking element of these players into the Arsenal team? Because all these things it's just little cogs that if we can unlock Martinelli, unlock a Mikel Merino, Arsenal will be laughing. We will be happy. That's what we want. Someone else who's had a good international break is Noni Madueke. He actually assisted Declan Rice's goal when England beat Andorra. Was it Andorra 1 or 2-0? when they beat Andorra, can't remember. I'm not as hot on international football. Not gonna lie, people, I'm not as hot on it. But Madueke, as I said, he did assist Declan Rice's goal when he scored last week, and also Noni Madueke got his first England goal yesterday as well, which he's probably very happy about. And you know what? There was a lot of hate. There was a lot of hate on the socials as well when obviously they're singing the national anthem and the camera is just panning across, seeing all the players and everything else. You see Eze, you see Madueke, you see Skelly as well. You see Rice. Obviously, rival fans are upset that obviously there is another British core. Now that at England, a lot of England's players are Arsenal players. Don't hate because your own players aren't starting. I'd probably bet if Cole Palmer wasn't injured, is Cole Palmer still injured? He'd probably be in that starting lineup. Sorry, Arsenal's everywhere for you lot to see. So complain to your mama. You understand? Complain to your mama. Anyway, talking about international duty, I think it was Paul Scholes or was it Gary Neville? It was one of the Man United man them talking about Victor Gyökeres and how man plays in jeans. And you know what? As I said already, right? We need to play to Gyökeres' strengths. We need to unlock him. We need to give him the creativity and the chances that he needs. We need to create chances. We need to give him a supply line. This is where Eze will come from. Also, Martin Odegaard as well. I'm going to talk about Odegaard. Odegaard scored and assisted too in an 11-1 win. Was it over Moldova? I think Moldova yesterday in the international qualifiers. Man's cut his hair as well. So no more hair flicks from Odegaard. No more hair flicks apparently. Apparently he's going to be on smoke. Short in the sides and he's got the hair at the top. So we'll see Wagwan if this is a new version of Odegaard. But he is also someone that did have a good international break. Gabriel played full 90 minutes for Brazil at one point in the last couple of the games. Some players didn't play as much minutes. Timber got 28 minutes in the last game. Trossard didn't play a full game. Obviously, Saliba's not been on international break due to injury. So we're going to find out about that very soon. Obviously, Mikel Arteta will have his press conference either Thursday or Friday before that game against Nottingham Forest on Saturday. And that brings me on to big Ange Postecoglou, as he has been appointed as the new Nottingham Forest manager and will be hosting him. We're at the Emirates. We're at home. We are at home. We are at home on Saturday. So I'm expecting big things of the Arsenal when we return to the Emirates on Saturday against Ange Postecoglou. We're going to do a preview tomorrow for that game against Nottingham Forest, and then we'll have our Predicting 11 video out on Friday. What can we expect from Nottingham Forest? They got a good attacking outlet. Obviously, we know how big Ange plays. The question is, has he learned not to play the high line all the time? Has he taken what he learned in that final when he actually went a bit more defensive to actually get the win and get it over the line? That is the question. Or are we just going to see a high line from Nottingham Forest? Is he just going to be completely attacking, or has he actually learned something? We're going to find out about that. Make sure you subscribe to RAsenal TV. I've been your host, Dini. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Put your comments in the comment section below of what you thought of this video. How do you think Arsenal are going to line up? Would you start Mikel Merino up front? I don't think you will. I think it will be Victor Gyökeres. But anyway, love and guidance, people. Peace.